So here we are in the greenhouse. Do you know, I heard on the radio just I think it was last week during the heat wave, that they're going to have some hosepipe bans around the country. And it's been really hot. So how can the garden survive? The answer is get the best drought tolerant plants you can. That can withstand the heat and the lack of rain. And Meg, you've got 3 good ideas, I think.
Yes. We're going to go through the greenhouse together. We're going to hunt down some plants that we think are going to be really easy, low maintenance plants to have in a sunny border or container. That's going to hopefully help you not use the hose pipe too much, or at least watering less.
So let's kick off with Agapanthus.
Go.
One of the great drought tolerant plants for the summer, every summer, no matter how hot, these beautiful Agapanthus. Their origins are from South Africa, so they love the heat. And you know, in South Africa, they grow in this sort of like rocky outcrops. So that's why we always like to have the roots compressed, because they're used to like finding something to push against. And this is almost like a tube of toothpaste. When they find something to push against, up they come. So always put them in a pot, maybe smaller than you think. If you want to put them in the border, put a big stone underneath, and that will help it flower as well. And you know, the word Agapanthus is Greek, and it means the love flower. Because in the old days, the sailors used to come round the Cape and they would stop off there to refresh and get water. And they would gather up these beautiful plants, put them on the ships, and sail them back to the UK to their loved ones. That's why we have them in our gardens, all from sailors, bring them to their loved ones. Agapanthus, the love flower, you love it. They love the heat. You can't go wrong with them. Easy to look after. Only thing to know about them is in the winter, put them in a pot, put the pot away in a frost-free environment, and they come back every year. You get more and more stems as they develop. Beautiful plant, can't go wrong with it.
So my top pick for drought-tolerant planting schemes are Salvia. We're looking at the more woody varieties, and these are the varieties that have micropylla or Greggii in the name, or you might know some of them as Gemensis, and Gemensis is just a hybrid of the micropylla and Greggii types. Now, one of the reasons that they actually hybridized these 2 distinct varieties is they both have really long flowering times. They both have woody stems, but it's the Greggii type that has the slightly smaller foliage. And with micropylla, it's slightly larger, so that would be like your Salvia hot lips. And so what they wanted to do is encompassing all those amazing features into the Gemensis type, but also creating more plants that have a compact habit. Oh, and fun fact, have you ever noticed your Salvia hot lips going either pure red or pure white on the blooms? You might have noticed it this year. Don't worry, you've not done anything wrong and the plant's not reverting. It's all to do with the weather. So the hotter and the more sun it gets, the more red the blooms get. The cooler the temperatures, the whiter the blooms. And when it's just right, that's when you're going to get most of your bi-coloured blooms. So it's just to reassure you, you've not done anything wrong. They're just a bit of a chameleon with the weather.
You can't go with a drought-tolerant garden unless you've got a daisy. Daisy, the classic sun lover. And this is Erigeron karvinskianus Lavender Lady. It's lovely little lavender flower. And these flowers are bigger than the normal Erigeron. They come as gorgeous lavender with the yellow centers. And when you look at this plant, it's got that wild look. It likes to tumble and spill over pots. You know, it doesn't want to be tamed. It loves being wild. And it doesn't spread too wide. It's only 45 centimeters wide by maybe 30 centimeters high. So easy to look after. Put it in the sun and it will just give you pleasure from June to October. Low maintenance, hardy to -10. Can't go wrong with this. And the name Erigeron karvinskianus Lavender Lady is quite a mouthful. Erigeron means the old man grey hair, because it produces a seed covered in these little fine grey hairs. Karvinskianus, part of the name, was Count Karvinsky. He went to the Andes and he found this plant growing in places like Peru and Bolivia, and he brought them back to Sweden originally in about 1650 or something. Such a beautiful plant, low maintenance, loves the sun, fills your garden, fills gaps in the border. What a plant. It's absolutely beautiful. It's going to give you years of pleasure. So I hope you enjoyed our little tour there of drought-tolerant plants. I know which one I loved. Meg, what did you think?
Wow, I don't want to be biased, but yeah, to be fair, it is the Erigeron. I feel as though that's a really lovely low maintenance choice, especially if you're starting out in your garden or you're new to gardening. That's definitely a top pick for me personally.
Well, far be it from me standing so close to Meg to disagree with her, but I have to say, I love this Erigeron too. It's beautiful. The lilac colour is just gorgeous. Even it's called lavender. It's actually, it's the most beautiful plant. And again, low maintenance. If you're new to gardening or you've got a small garden, you just pots, patio, balcony, this has got to be the one. Absolutely love it.
That's it. And if you found some of these recommendations useful, or if you've got a recommendation yourself, pop it in the comments so you can help the next gardener with what to plant in their drought tolerant sunny gardens.
Okay, we'll see you soon.
Bye.